TV6 and Strata WebView proudly present Uinta Basin High School basketball coverage in high definition. Season coverage is sponsored by Ashley Regional, CrossFit Avenue, L&L Motor, Moon Lake Electric, and Western Petroleum.
Welcome to Altamont High School. It's fairly warm outside for Basin standards, 30 degrees, but that means there's snow falling out there, Mark. Brian Baldwin, Mark Mason here at Altamont High School, the brand new facility here where it's just nice, Mark.
Well lit, beautiful court. I mean, everything about this is just impressive. It's almost breathtaking. You know, you walk in and just from the minute you walk in, they got the trophy case right in front of the doors.
I'll tell you what, Tabiona coming off a game just last night in which they beat Duchesne 45-36. This is overcoming a game against Duchesne in which they lost 66-37. Nearly a 30-point defeat turns into a marvelous victory for Tabiona last night. The game basically was in Tabiona's hands once the first quarter was done. 16-5 was the score at the end of one quarter. Duchesne fought back a little bit, but only had 16 at the half. Tabiona had 20, and they just went on to win 45-36. In that game, you had McCade Nielsen with 15 points for Duchesne, and DeMontenay, who you're going to see here tonight, with 13 last night. I mean, this is just last night. Everyone's still talking about it, and here Tabiona is back on the floor once again.
Yeah, the old back-to-back, you hear about it all the time in college and the pros, but for a high school player to go throw it out on the court that, you know, against a rival where you know they gave 100% and then come up to their other rival, you know, that's going to be a long couple of nights.
Altamont winning the tip, and on the court for Altamont, Dylan Lindsay, Randy Sorensen, Christian Caius, Jace Gilbert, Waylon Jessen. Can't read my own handwriting here. Monty Clyde, number 1, number 20 out there also for Tabiona. DeMontenay. You've got number 3, Jarrett Leffler. And Altamont getting on the board right away. Was that Randy Sorensen, number 12? 2 points right there. Quick shot from the corner. There's DeMontenay. That's what you see from him, a quick three-point attempt. And he's already on the board. Also on the floor for Tabiona, Stetson Hogan, number 5. And they're going to call a foul away from the ball. Number 14, Christian Caius, I believe is his name.
Wait, I made a mistake when I was down there. I was looking for something. I cracked open the boys' locker room. There's Christian Caius in the middle of a huddle, bouncing up and down with that mohawk, getting his team jacked up. And he's the emotional guy out there on the floor.
Yes, he is.
He's the one that they all look to. And as he goes, so go the Longhorns.
Remember seeing him last year at this game at Tabiona. DeMontenay again missing, and back in a hurry is Sorensen.
3-on-2 fast break.
Oh, he just shoved him away, but they're going to call a block. Did he get the points?
He got away with one there. He stopped, and with that left elbow extended, knocks over the Tiger player, and they call it on the floor. Give him 2 shots. No basket made, still 2-3. And that was number 3, Leffler.
Sorensen misses the first free throw.
That picked up that foul for the Tigers.
And for the Tigers, rounding it out, Tyler Van Tassel's out there. He's the starter I have not mentioned yet.
And we need to mention him.
Yes, we do.
It takes 5 to play, right?
Yeah, and he's a great contributor for this Tiger team. So 3-3, the score early.
And you see this trap coming for the Longhorns. They're going to do this. They're going to make it hard to get the ball. They've got to not forget about, we got to travel.
That's Nay.
Nay came in, and he actually had a shot. And then he picked up the ball and took that extra step. Rather than shooting, he was looking for the dump-off pass. Turns into a travel. Comes a little press of the Tiger zone.
DeMontenay's already 1 for 2 for shooting. Perhaps he wanted to give someone else a chance with the ball. Maybe he shouldn't turn up those shots either. Van Tassel fighting for that rebound. Van Tassel, I remember him tussling with Caius last year. Long three-point attempt. And Christian knocks it out of bounds, but it's knocked out of his hands on that rebound attempt, so he'll keep it with 6:03 on the clock first quarter. So watch those two. Watch 14 for Altamont and Van Tassel, number 33 for Tabiona. I remember specifically last year they were going at it.
Off the glass. Oh, it does not make it. Look at the hustle from the Longhorns. Oh, and it turns into a beautiful shot from Dylan Lindsay. But 3 of the Longhorns out-hustled everyone on the Tigers side of the court.
There's Van Tassel. Is he going to drive? Yes, he is. Underneath. Nice pass. Usually you want to bounce past that, though. That's a little hard. But a foul on the ground.
Foul. That's tough. Yeah, you get that rocket shot from 5 feet. Let's see how soft your hands are, huh?
Underneath the hoop.
The Longhorns seemed content to give up the long three-pointer off the inbounds, and it cost them. They were really concentrated on that paint, and 2 Tigers got out there.
So the score 6-5. Knocked out. Ooh, that's a hard call because you saw that knocked out.
Monty Clyde jumped up in the air. Dylan Lindsay had him up there on a nice jump stop. And Monty Clyde reached back with that right hand and swiped down on the ball. And that's the call, is that he had that downward action. But it did look like a fairly clean play. None of the Longhorn faithful are disappointed about the call, though.
No, missed free throw from Dylan Lindsay.
This game brought to us by Ashley Regional Medical Center. They now have full services in the Roosevelt Clinic. Ashley Regional Medical Center, thank you for sponsoring tonight's game.
Free throw made, tie score, 6-6. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter.
The Tigers doing it from deep, the Longhorns doing it all in the paint. They've got their points either on the free throw line or on close shots. We've got a tightly contested ball here. You're going to call that on
12, Sorensen.
Randy Sorensen.
Yeah.
They had it as number 1. That was still Monty Clyde's foul. Waiting for that scoreboard to get updated. That's 1 on him. We've got something here. Official timeout. No, okay, I don't know what was going on there. They had a dead ball. It looked like they had a Longhorn official coming out on the court, but did not.
Sorensen with that rebound. What it looks like the athletic director or the head coach is doing is asking people to get up on the second row so no feet are on the floor. The only feet on the floor are the Tabiona players and the Altamont players now.
Oh, nice take! Unbelievable. Waylon Jessen, he got his inside shoulder down, and with that left arm got himself around, and then beautiful touch off the glass. Usually they try to hit that little floater and drain it, but he knows how to make that go down, hits it off the glass, going for the N1 here.
Well, this is the first time this year that these two teams have met. Looks like it's going to be Tabby ball right there. They will meet again fairly shortly.
Yeah, that's interesting because the girls have played twice. Usually they just do essentially a doubleheader.
Yeah, the next time these two teams face off, no love lost on Valentine's Day.
Oh, how about that?
Yeah, it's going to be in Tabiona that time.
Boy, and right there we had the Longhorns had a chance. Jace Gilbert comes roaring across there, and he's just about an eighth of a second too late to push that ball up the court to make it an easy layup. Goes out of bounds, gives the Tigers one more opportunity, and the Tigers can't keep the handle. We got a jump ball. Possession is going to go to, it's going to stay here. That's right, the Longhorns won the tip on a nice jump by Christian Caius. Again, look at this formation. Completely content to let these guys catch it on the three-point line. And I like what the Longhorns do. They look up court immediately.
Tabiona has started the season 8-1. They were actually ranked number 1 in 1A at one point, then losing to Duchesne.
Oh, what a beautiful shot by Dylan Lindsay. High off the glass. Wow, that's incredible. 10-6 lead for the Longhorns. Content to continue to let the Tigers shoot the 3-ball.
Van Tassel fighting for the rebound.
Oh, we've got a foul here. And it could have been one of 4 guys. Finally, he points down at Waylon Jessen and says, that one's yours.
Altamont started the season out 4-0, lost the next 3, and they've only won 6 games this year. They've only won 2 of their last 9 games.
Boy, and they just, no defense up on the perimeter. That's 3 threes.
DeMontenay.
Oh, that was, yeah, DeMontenay made that 3-ball. And the Longhorns had a rough possession there. Quickly coming Nay. They leave him. He doesn't look for a shot.
Van Tassel, nice fake, but it gets stripped away. It's going to remain Tabby ball. 3:16 on the clock.
Boy, they must teach this. Aggressive hands. We saw it on the girls' side. I mean, the Longhorns are looking to strip the ball in every possession, every pass. Their hands are just going for that ball.
Fantastic.
Oh, and what a gorgeous block!
Wow, block from behind by Christian. Tassel again. Free throw line stripped away. Boy, he's having a rough night already.
Talk about it, and it did touch it. It's going to go. Oh, that's an interesting call.
Yeah, the referee didn't have a good view of that.
Yeah, it rolled over Stetson Hogan's shoulders. But you're right, he didn't have a good angle. It's a tough break for the Longhorns, but
yeah, where it looked like he was backing off, we could see that it brushed against his chest. The referee couldn't see that. Travel.
The travel.
So that's on Monty Clyde, a turnover.
Pretty common error on that prep level. They're so eager to get that first step. And they take that step without getting that ball down.
You see them call that a lot in the NBA too. Jazz Lakers last night saw one of those calls.
Oh, tough loss for the Jazz. They go down on the road.
Nice
wow!
Shot in traffic.
Tightly contested shot. And Dylan Lindsay, what could potentially have been a foul, shrugs it off and hits the nice little 8-footer.
3-point. That's off the mark from Stetson Hogan. Boy, that ball was just stolen out of midair. DeMont spinning up at the left.
Wow, that was gorgeous. Now talk about body control, because he was spinning and he goes to his non-strong hand and makes it look easy.
8 points for DeMontenay. He's got 8 of the 11.
Boy, he's an athlete. Look at him go, and that's going to be 9 points for Dylan Lindsay, and he's doing all his damage from about 8 feet in against the tall guys of the Tigers.
Tip pass. Here comes
now they got a fast break.
Oh,
and it's too bad because Cal Christensen, if he'd have just left, and that's what they were expecting, Jace Gilbert got that and pushed it forward, and Cal looked back, and it was that half-second hesitation that cost him an easy bucket. Tonight's game brought to us by Moon Lake Electric. Moon Lake is a cooperative, not privately owned.
Wow, nice hands.
Well, you just talk about those hands every time. They're just looking for the ball. And it just creates all these problems for the Tigers. Fast break. He's got it. Oh, and he had the right look. Boy, the crowd was 3/4 of the way out of their chairs, just waiting to explode.
There's the travel. Yeah. Boy, the turnover on this Altamont defensive side, it was pretty much like you said here, have it, pushes it in the stomach.
Yeah.
Easiest turnover of his life, but Altamont can't do anything on the other side. Now it's their ball again. 14-11 is the score. First period. Pretty entertaining game so far, and it's close. Nice off the glass, no good. Wrong angle. Van Tassel battling for it, and it's going to remain Altamont ball.
Waylon Jessen does what all the Longhorns do. He doesn't give up on the play, reaches in and grabs the ball, and that's as good as a turnover.
Van Tassel's having a rough night. They're really going after him.
Yeah, he's strong, he's big, and they've got an aggressive game plan on him. And sometimes if you can, first 3 ball for the Longhorns tonight goes off long.
Nay.
46. Oh no,
it's off a foot. Yeah.
No, they call a foul.
Did they?
They did call a foul on Dylan Lindsay.
Oh, I thought it was just a kicked ball.
Wow, and that was a fairly clean strip.
Yeah, 2 fouls. Just 4 for each team, though, so no bonus. We'll be well into the second quarter when there's a bonus.
And just continue to trap and make it hard. Oh, and they call another foul. That's going to be some foul trouble for the Longhorns. They got to be careful, especially Dylan Lindsay. That's a kid they can't afford to have on the bench.
The foul
and
is
they have him out here. There's a substitution. We're going to bring in Kyle Oldroyd. He's going to take Dylan out. That's a smart move. Got to watch out. We've got several players with 1 and 2 fouls on the Longhorns.
There you go, Monty Clyde. Short. Van Tassel. A little long.
Good.
Altamont the other way.
They got a 3-on-1.
Nice
oh,
ball.
What? That was incredible by Cal Christensen, because he didn't have the angle, and he stops his body with a nice jump stop, corrects himself at full speed, and hits that off the glass.
Oh, backcourt, they missed right there. No, he got it. Did you see that?
No,
they're going to call a
foul on 31.
His foot went right on the line as he kind of
Kyle
pivoted back.
Oldroyd picked that up. Hey, I think that's the consequence of the style of defense. You got that trap defense up here. You're going to have more fouls. I think that's already written into their game plan.
Nay. Wow.
Man, the kid can shoot.
And that's right before the buzzer, and that gives Tabby a 16-14 deficit. Just 2 points now to Altamont.
And tell you what, they're doing their damage from deep. But you got to watch out because it doesn't happen all night. We're going to pick up action at the beginning of the second quarter after this word from our sponsors.
Are you reaching your fitness goals? Do you have any? Are you tired of the same old routine? Have you considered having a trainer? Come in today to see what CrossFit has to offer. Our well-trained staff of personal trainers can help you reach a higher quality of life. Think CrossFit is for elite athletes only? Anyone with a desire can reach their fitness goals. CrossFit Avenue, committed to you and your quality of life.
Moon Lake Electric was organized in 1938 as a rural electric cooperative by residents of northeastern Utah who were unable to obtain electric service from a private power company. The cooperative philosophy involves working together for the common good by providing a service that is beneficial to all. Moon Lake Electric is owned by those it serves and is a valuable community partner. We are proud to support the television coverage of Uinta Basin High School sports.
Back here at Altamont High School, where Altamont took a 16-14 lead into the break. It would have been bigger if DeMontenay had not hit that three-pointer with about 2 seconds left. And, of course, the buzzer rang before Altamont could get the ball in. And now, look at this. Tabiona gets the ball at the start of the quarter.
I'm telling you what, DeMontenay is having a monster night with 11 points. 3 3-pointers.
And that's just out of 4 attempts.
He's foot on the line. Yep. He makes it. That's a long two. My coach used to tell me that's the worst shot on the court.
So did mine. Matt Logan?
Yeah. Funny? Oh, he's such an athlete. You see that crossover?
Block shot.
But
nice.
I'll tell you what, Monty Clyde got up higher and blocked that ball. And both of them went into that second row. Did you see the Longhorn faithful over there just laughing and yucking it up? That's some hustle from both players.
Sorensen's got the ball up top. Nice move to get the lane.
Oh, and that's a good call, because Nate came in and did body him. He just came in and hit thrust with the hips.
16-16 the score. And it's on the ground and no bonus yet. The next foul for, well, Tabiona's got 2 to give. Altamont's, the next foul will be bonus for Tabiona.
Oh, beautiful play. And they just completely lost Randy Sorensen. Randy's got 5 on the night. This game brought to us by Western Petroleum. Western Petroleum is expanded throughout the nation, but still supports local high school sports action through VTV Channel 6.
He misses the shot. He gets the rebound, stealing it away from Sorensen.
Boy, they're letting him go here.
Wow, this is kind of jungle ball right now, but they're still playing.
No
there
call,
he is, wide open.
No call, and he misses a 3.
Van Tassel over the back.
Oh, they're going to call that on Van Tassel. And look at what happened. Randy Sorensen with hustle comes up and underneath and causes a foul. Oh, that's unbelievable. And Van Tassel's the whole way down the court is just beside himself. How did I end up with a foul when a guy comes up underneath and hits me?
I tell you, he's not having a good night so far. Van Tassel isn't.
Oh, expecting a cut, doesn't get it, and the Longhorns are lucky to maintain possession.
This game's been sloppy for this first minute and a half of the second quarter. 2-point game.
And there's that foul, and it's pretty aggressive. And what happened there with Stetson is he got behind him and came in and pushed him from the side.
Well, Tabiona is now in foul trouble officially because Altamont will be at the line, shooting 1-1.
Yeah, both teams are going to go for the rest of this half in the bonus.
Seemed like just a second ago I said they had a foul to give, but that Van Tassel foul. And
yeah, Van Tassel's still shaking his head saying, how did this happen?
And now they're calling another one. Nope, they're calling over the back on Altamont.
Oh, we got a little bit of.
Yeah, I told you to watch for this stuff.
Waylon Jessen, and you can see it. It's starting to get to him a little bit.
There's definitely something between these two teams. You don't see this in the Duchesne games, but whenever we've covered Altamont Tabiona,
there's always a little extra in it. And Waylon Jessen came jumping up and down, kind of nodding his head. And this is a time where you got to work on those nerves. How do you shut it down?
Long rebound, and now look at them just hit the floor. It's like a wrestling match.
Foul? Oh, we got a foul on Randy Sorensen.
These aren't the wrestlers. Even though it is wrestling season, they're on the floor, man.
Yeah, these. Well, you can't. You always got a little bit of wrestling blood in you. If you're from Altamont, it's just kind of born in you. And right now the foul line is not friendly
to either team.
There's a trap right up there. Oh.
There's Christian. Oh.
Boy, I tell you what, right there, you hear me go, oh, out loud 3 or 4 times. I thought the ball was going out of bounds, and then I thought, well, he caught it. Now he's going to make an easy layup, and he missed it.
Altamont, short. Van Tassel, rough night. He loses it. Still on the ground. What is going on with that ball?
It would be a good time for the coaches to say, let's set it down into a nice half-court set. Let's get a good shot.
Corner. Nothing there. The home team has a 2-point advantage. 18-16. They played fairly well, but they've thrown that one away.
Yeah, that's just a hard pass to make. You got to swing it around that perimeter. You can't go through 3 guys to get it to the corner.
Inside Van Tassel, not a very good pass. Altamont steals it again. Look at that.
Just incredible. Dylan Lindsay doing it all by himself. He beats 4 of the Tigers, and with a beautiful jump shot, puts it down. He leads all scorers. He's got 11. We've got a timeout. We're going to take a break. Hear a word from our sponsors.
If you need an MRI, CT, or nuclear medicine study, here are some things that you should know. Ashley Regional Medical Center has the most advanced technology available in rural Utah. The radiologist at Ashley Regional has 2 board certifications in the field of radiology, including nuclear medicine. The technologists at Ashley Regional are skilled, friendly, and informative in meeting your needs. From X-rays to CTs, Ashley Regional is Northeastern Utah's choice for quality radiology services.
Welcome back to Altamont High School, where the home team has a 4-point lead after that incredible play by Dylan Lindsay. He's got 11 points. 20-16 the score, 5:08 on the clock. Brian Baldwin along with Mark Mason here on VTV.
You know, and there's a little bit of bad blood out of that court. You know, these coaches.
They won a state championship together for Tabiona. But now that they're opposing coaches, there's a lot of rivalry between these two.
And you know, the other thing about that is you know each other's tendencies.
Yeah.
You know, and it's hard to come up with new things against guys that you form that kind of a bond with. Boy, that aggressive trap defense.
And the players can feed off a coach's intensity level. And if there's something about one team, players can respond to that. Monty Clyde's going to slow it down, but now he's got it wide open. Now over to Ney. Even wider open, Bailey Hogan.
He hits the 3 ball, and if it weren't for the 3-point shot, it'd be a blowout.
2019.
Boy, that kid can play ball. Aware of everything on the court, knows what's going on. Nice pass down to Christian.
And
they're going to call that on the ground. Doesn't matter, it's the bonus.
Yep.
He's going to get a chance to earn it for free at the charity stripe. This game brought to us by CrossFit Avenue. You know, one of the myths about CrossFit is that it's only for elite athletes, and that couldn't be any more incorrect. Wow! How many times did that roll around?
Oh, 4.
The truth about CrossFit, it's for everyone. In fact, it's one of the cheapest ways to get a personal trainer. CrossFit Avenue. He makes the second one a little easier than the first. Expands the lead to 3. The largest lead for either team has been 4 points. Closely contested.
Remember, Tabiona played a rivalry game last night against Duchesne.
That's like we said, they're going to have dead legs. They're going to have to fight through that fatigue.
Oh, nice block.
And here we go on a fast break. They slow him down.
Oh.
Woo!
Yeah, there you go. A couple hands there from Tabiona. Boy, they were in a panic there. You just saw hands reaching out and grabbing everything from Tabiona.
Anything they could do to slow Dylan Lindsay down. The only thing they didn't want him to do was get within 10 feet and rise up for one of those jumpers. And you could tell he was getting held because his head was about 4 feet in front of his body, and his jersey was stretched about 3 feet behind that.
So at the line is Lindsay, 11 points. Now 12. Figure you can make him when he's moving. He can make him when he's standing still, right?
You can always tell the alpha dog on a team. You know, the way they carry themselves, the look on their faces. There's no stress there. He was calm, collected, nails them both. 13 points, leads all scorers. He's got to be careful. He does have 2 fouls. The one thing he can't afford is another foul.
Monty Clyde looking inside, nothing there.
He thought he was going to get a cutter. We don't have a name for number 14.
No, we don't.
He's not on the official roster that we received. Here's a trap. Dylan breaks it. Got to get it out. Oh, nearly a turnover.
A deflection there for Tabiona. You know, a lot of NBA teams keep track of deflections.
Yeah, you know, a deflection really, in my opinion, is nearly as good as a turnover because it does get in the head of the person that. A nice long almost assist from the corner. Waylon Jessen was not able to convert on the rebound. But yeah, you get the ball deflected out of bounds, and that becomes a concern.
Boy, Altamont's everywhere.
They are
Even
so
the ball
aggressive.
hits the floor and
How many Altamont players on the floor on every possession going after a ball?
There's a crazy shot there.
Nice rebound, and he misses it. Jace Gilbert.
But hands in there from Altamont. Tabiona looks like
goodness, they got to slow down a little bit.
Yeah, they've got to collect themselves. Monty Clyde and Ney for three.
They forget about the
no call. It's going to be Altamont ball.
Interesting no call.
Both teams, I mean, both players could complain about a no call.
Yeah, Hogan's like, how can I lose that ball out of bounds? But he was the guy climbing over the other guy's back.
2:37, 24-19, a 5-point game. Tabiona, previously ranked number 1 in 5A, or 1A, I'm sorry, in the state of Utah.
Hey, if they're number 1 in 5A, they might go try that Lone Peak program out. See how it is playing against 3 Division I players?
Oh, yeah. Well, they're all going to the same school. That's a travel missed call.
That's a tough no call because it looks like that jump stop, but he did come down 1 foot after the other. So they've been looking to get that ball down to Christensen, have not been able to. Got a
nice to Van Tassel, and he got the bucket and the foul.
He's going to go for the 3-point play the old-fashioned way. And they need to get him in this game.
It's a good way to silence the critics right there.
Yeah, his first 2 points of the game with 2:11 left here in the first period. Halftime show coming up, presented by Dan's Tire of Vernal. Oh, look at that rebound.
And a putback.
Wow, that's difficult. Yeah, you know, the reason they didn't get that rebound is their first step was toward the basket. The first step's got to be backwards, always on that box out.
2 minutes. Nice steal. Tabiona's getting their hands in there as well. But Altamont didn't actually give it away.
Hard.
Yeah, they're going to give Tabiona a foul right there.
And you know what you got right there? Double bonus with 10 fouls.
And Tabiona's, well, they've got quite a few players on their bench. It wasn't like the girls' game where they had only 7 against 15.
Yeah, and they brought the whole JV squad with them.
Yeah, two fouls now for DeMontnay.
You know, that bench is only really, realistically, 2 deep. But Cal's 3rd point of the game.
So 2-point game with 150.
Makes the second, makes it a 3-point game. That's only 1 shot from the corner away from a tie ball game.
See how long it takes to
and he picked up his 3rd foul. It was the one thing he could not afford to do. Now he's going to have to take a seat with 3 fouls, 1:45 left. Dylan Lindsay, it's the one thing they couldn't afford. I don't see any indication from the Longhorn bench that they're going to sub him out.
At the line, Jarrett Leffler hits his first free throw.
No indication they're going to sub Dylan Lindsay out.
You're just telling them, stay away from the other team.
I don't care, Brian. I don't care how many times you tell a kid not to be aggressive. You can't change the nature of the way a guy plays basketball.
Oh, just ripping that ball away.
He's got to recognize they don't have numbers, come back out. They do. Yeah. Oh!
No call.
I'll tell you what, Tyler Van Tassel got freight train down there. He's looking up saying, what do I got to do to get a call?
Looks like a foot on the line. No good. Oh, wow. That's the way you get them going over your back.
32 versus 32.
Oh, wow. Yeah, just you reach that up, you feel someone else's hand, you just pull them over your back. You're going to get that call every time.
Full court press here. We got to have some help. No help comes. They break it easily. Or I say easily until they come and trap. Jump ball.
Going back to Tabby.
Quick hands by Jarrett Leffler. Boy, when you have a 3-on-3, you got to get it out of there so the helpers that are trailing can't come and do what they just did. And Cal Christensen fell in love a little too much with the dribble there. And if he'd passed up, he had 2 guys, 1 in each corner. They could have got up there, maybe a potential shot or a chance to set up And you see this, Dillon's coming up to pressure the ball.
It's Ney double teamed. He gets it away. Into the corner, now back up top. No three. And stolen away. Altamont just gets their hands in there. Errant pass almost. Wide open shot. Christian's got it up and good. Oh! It's like he hits the floor if it goes in and kind of thrust himself way out there trying to get his balance. That's a great putback.
That extra step. You know, if I had hair, I think I'd wear a mohawk like that.
Why don't you have hair, Mark?
Well, you know, genetics. They're a bummer.
Free throw good.
3-point play. It's a 7-point lead. That's the largest lead for the Longhorns of the night.
Oh.
They're going to let him go at it.
Nice to Van Tassel. He gets him up in the air,
Yep.
and now he's going to turn the favor. He's going to get 2 and 1 maybe.
Well, and you know, that's one of the things you see when you get an athlete like Christian. He's just a jumper. He's a leaper. Tyler Van Tassel knows that, gets him in the air, and just patiently waits for him to come down, then goes up and makes the easy and 1. A little bit long. 40 seconds left. Oh.
And Altamont's going to force it, or do an unforced turnover right there.
Yeah, there's pressure. But when you have the lead, you need to take that half an extra second to make sure pass is going to somewhere. Now we have the substitution. Oldroyd comes in. Dillon's going to take a seat with 33 seconds left.
They want Ney to shoot it, but he's got the baseline back out.
You can catch
Underneath.
these games. Oh, and there's Van Tassel. And now he's got 6 points. And we're down to a 3-point lead when it was 7 just seconds ago.
10 seconds.
This game is brought to you in high definition. Interesting play on Channel 6 and Channel 706 in high definition by Tekris Design. Thanks for tuning in to tonight's broadcast. We had some bonus coverage earlier. It was a lot of fun. Had the girls' game. We weren't planning on that. Dillon checks back in. 6 seconds left with a 3-point lead. Long three-pointer. It does not convert.
3 seconds. Out of bounds. Going to Tabby. Okay, look for Altamont to take a dribble and then a shot.
Well, what happened at the end of the first period? Altamont Ney with a 3-point ball to bring him back within 1. 3-pointer ties it here.
Damont's not even in the game.
He's not here?
No,
they
they
could
put him
all
out.
shoot.
Yeah, Bailey Hogan's got a 3-pointer today, and they're going to give it to him. Put one dribble down, up, and long to the left. All right, so at the end of 2 quarters, we've reached halftime, 31-28 in favor of the home team. Altamont Longhorns, our first time ever covering a game, a boys varsity game here on this court in the brand new school.
New court.
Yeah. Hey, there's some halftime festivities, and then we'll be back with the second half coming up soon. It's VTV.
Western Petroleum is a local company that has expanded throughout the country, providing a wide variety of services, including fuel delivery, lubes, oils, and propane. Although Western has experienced tremendous growth, they continue to be committed to many events here in the Uinta Basin, including high school sports, rodeos, charity fundraisers, livestock shows, and they are an active member of the local chamber. As Western continues to be a leader in the petroleum industry and expand their service areas, they are committed to powering the promises made to their customers now and in the future.
I got to tell you this one thing about a guy that was probably one of my best customers. He said, "Lynn, how much will a set of tires cost me?" Mental telepathy had told me to do this tax bit and that, and give him one price and going on down the road. And so I did. And I must sold him, at least 5 or 8 cars. And he'd trust me, he'd call me up and tell me to bring him up. He'd say, "Labram, I think it's time we traded." So I'd take him up what I figured his wife would like. And when a man trusts you like he did me, he called me up from the hospital, said, "Labram, I think we ought to trade cars. Come up to the hospital." I sold him a car for his wife, and he never seen it, and he paid me for it without ever seeing it. And I'm sure that he trusted me that if anything was wrong, I'd take care of it.
Visit L&L Motor on the L&L corner in Roosevelt today. People you know, people who care.
With more towers locally and the only true 4G LTE network in the Uinta Basin, you get more with Strata Networks. Enjoy fewer dropped calls, the basin's fastest and most reliable network, nationwide coverage, and the latest technology that keeps you connected like never before. Visit us in Roosevelt or Vernal, or call us at 622-5007. More speed, more power. 4G LTE, only from Strata Networks.
Support for VTV's high school sports coverage is provided by Ashley Regional, CrossFit Avenue, L&L Motor, Moon Lake Electric, and Western Petroleum.
Welcome back to Altamont High School. 31-28 is the score. Altamont over Tabiona. Tabiona the favorite, naturally. They've had a little bit more success so far this year. This is the first meeting between these two teams. They will play again on Valentine's Day. And this is the second half. Brian Baldwin, Mark Mason here on VTV. Right away. There's a call. Number 3, Tabiona. That's Jarrett Leffler getting the call there.
Kind of not the way you want to start the half. Just give them a free foul right underneath the hoop. And you want to battle and you want to make it hard on them to get position, but
so trying to inbound underneath. I know one of Tabiona's goals for the second half is to hit their free throw shots.
yeah, they had plenty of opportunities. We talked about both teams were a little cold at the beginning. Slow on the trigger there.
Some good ball movement. He loses on the ground, but gains it. Sorensen's got it. Now up top, down inside to Christian. Up.
Oh! Wow, I'll tell you what, Monty Klein didn't know what happened to himself. But Christian abused him with the move to the left side. And he's done it like that all night. Goes strong when he does, absorbs the contacts, makes the shot. And he's been good from the free throw line. He's hit 3 free throws, make it 4.
I believe he's only missed 1 out of that whole thing.
Oh, and we have a turnover. Jarrett Leffler, you're right. Their head is not in the game starting the second period. 2 big mistakes from Leffler. That one turns into a turnover.
So 7:32, Altamont's already on their 3rd possession, and another foul inside. This is getting ridiculous. That's on Leffler again.
Boy, it'd be a good time to take Leffler out, get him calmed down, because he is not, that's his 3rd foul. And by himself has taken Tabiona from a 3-point lead, or 3-point deficit. Now it's 6. Boy, I don't think we ought to be letting anyone from the Longhorns shoot any more 3 balls tonight. Yeah.
2 points there from Stetson Hogan.
Chase Gilbert missed that one badly enough that our eyes are still hurting.
34-30. What? They are calling this tight.
Wow, there's a foul on Stetson Hogan.
The referee's making a statement here.
Yeah, he's fighting through that pick, and he did push.
And that's the 3rd on him as well.
But
on Stetson.
I don't know. I don't know. His little brother checks in for him. Is that how that works? Which one's the older and which one's the?
I don't know.
We got Stetson, and is it Bailey Hogan? And of the 2 Hogan brothers out there, Christian with a nice turnaround.
Good rebound. Lost, though. Tabiona on the floor.
And you talk about it every time. Timeout.
Yeah,
Hey, a
good call.
Good call. Really good call. Right.
22nd timeout. So 6:50 on the clock. Just a minute into this quarter, and it's already been eventful.
Well, and we saw the same pattern we saw before. 1 Tabiona Tiger on the ground, 2 Longhorns. And if you don't have the skill to beat them, if your skilled players aren't quite as good as their skilled players, that's how you have to win the game. It's got to be the hustle.
Altamont's been in control this whole game, 2 to 4 points. They've been in control.
Well, we got the cheerleaders leading one of these things. This is a unique one. I haven't seen this cheer before. I thought they had all the same cheers, like it was like universal.
I think they could come up with their
1 or 2 different ones.
Other than that, they're pretty much the same. They were doing them back when we were in high school.
Yeah.
Altamont.
Wow, that's the old Olay defense they teach in bullfighter school. When in doubt, wave your hands in the air and let them go past. Altamont will take the free 2-pointer.
34-32, it's a 2-point game, but Altamont coming right back, losing the ball momentarily, but Sorensen's got it. Up top, post, and all over his back.
Number 4 for Jarrett Leffler.
Wow, he can't win right now.
A lot of foul trouble on the Tigers' side. You're going to see Hogan come in.
You
for
wonder
Leffler.
If the referees were talking at halftime and thinking they need to call that a little tighter, because to me that was just battling for position. Unless maybe I couldn't see like maybe a little push there right as he got the ball, but like right there you can't. Yeah, that's a travel, like that. I don't know. Just the angle the referee was at on that foul call. You kind of wonder what did he see? All I saw was battling for position. Using your hips, using your rear end to try to box someone out or get them down on the block.
Boy, and that travel call by Randy Sorensen, that's going to be one of the most painful travels guy's going to have. He came down on his elbows. That aggressive trap defense from the Longhorns.
Nearly thrown it away. Monty Clyde inside, stolen away. Saw a little jersey tugging right there, but he's going to take it in.
Oh, what a pass! That was an incredible pass! I'm telling you right now, Cal Christensen coming around, And he had two guys, and he brought them all the way out past the block and then threaded a needle backwards. Wow.
36-32, 5:40.
His window on either side of that ball was an inch. And he got it right.
Even the shot up there by Kyle Oldroyd was, I mean, it was sticking a needle through a thread too. He didn't have much room on that.
I'm surprised Oldroyd caught that ball. I didn't expect it to come through.
Inside, nice pass.
And they're doing their damage down low now. A little bit of a change in philosophy at halftime by the Tigers. And they've had several big plays underneath. Bailey Hogan comes in. Now he's got 9. Looking to make it 10.
Yep.
He does. They gave him a 2-point.
Yeah, that's 1-point game, 36-35.
I think that should be the score, but they have not corrected it. They gave him 2. There's a push on the baseline. And I'm telling you what, that kid is blowing my mind tonight. Dylan Lindsay comes in and he takes a major hit, corrects himself in the air after the reverse and puts it off the glass. He's at the charity stripe.
We'll see how long it takes them to fix the score here. Or maybe they were fixing a previous error.
It could have possibly been. Yeah, it read 36-34. The free throw they gave him 2. There could have been a potential correction there, right? Like you say, 3-point game according to the scoreboard. 5 minutes left. Nay with the 3 ball. He ties it up. That guy's unbelievable.
So 39-39.
That is his 4th 3-pointer of the game.
You hope the score is accurate just so that the game doesn't play out.
And there's a push from behind. Bailey Hogan. And this is the old land and haymakers on either side of the court. Each star is taking the game in his hands. Dylan Lindsay doing it on the dribble drive. DeMont Nay from deep. Tonight's game brought to us by Ashley Regional Medical Center. They have one of the most advanced radiology services in the state with the amazing Nuclear Hawkeye 64-slice CT scanner. Ashley Regional, always a part of the community. We thank you for your sponsorship. We got a foul. Who's it going to be on? If that's on Dylan, it is. That's 4. Could be big trouble.
Yep, that is 4. 40-39 the score.
Wow. Looks like they're going to bring Randy Sorensen in to take Dylan out with 4:49 in the period. It could be catastrophic for the Longhorns. We have a smaller lineup on the court right now for the Longhorns. Christensen's out. Wow, they are really calling it tight. Looked like good position to me. Randy Sorensen came in on the trap.
So still a 1-point game in favor of Altamont. They have pretty much had the lead the entire time.
Fouls are going to be a factor.
Oh, up over the pass. Oh. You saw it go straight up.
Yeah,
you thought maybe it was going to come down, but it had that little angle.
Hey, and when a shooter's finding his rhythm, anything's possible. I mean, the guy's hit 4 3-pointers already tonight. A couple of good looks down underneath the basket as well. Well, that's an interesting substitution. Less than a 30-second break with 4 fouls.
Perhaps the coach just had something he wanted to talk to him about. Did it bounce out of bounds? No?
It was touched. Yeah, it was touched by Monty Clyde. He reached out and knocked it onto the line. Making it hard to get the ball inbounds. They've got the press broken. There's that.
Nice pass. Blocked, but they're going to call a foul.
Oh, wow. Late call.
No
in fact,
points.
This hurts the Longhorns because they had the putback. Cal Christensen came up and put the tip in. This is going to put Christian Caius on the line. He's done well on the line. He's hit 4 tonight.
Birdman.
Yeah,
just
he needs
minus
one of
the
those,
tats.
yeah. They see Miami picked him up on a 10-day contract.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, guy's still in the league.
He plays one game, and if they win a championship, he gets a ring.
There's always a market for a 7-foot guy.
Yeah.
Christian was short on that free throw. Corrects it, makes it look easy on that one.
He's made a living at the free throw line tonight. 5 of 7, I believe.
5 of 7. He has 9 points on the evening.
Notice Van Tassel has not been in the game. Traveling. Still a 2-point lead for Altamont. Now they get the ball back.
Boy, that's that unforced error.
What do we got? Substitute?
Dylan comes in. It looks like the substitution pattern is when he can bring Dylan in on the offensive side, he does. And if he can take him out on the defensive side.
Out of bounds. Stepped out.
He did step out. That's pretty good footwork by Stetson Hogan. He did what you're told to do, is get your foot on the baseline. And he's got to go around you. He's got to step through you and usually out of bounds.
Either
good
running
footwork.
over for a charge or stepping out of bounds.
Yeah, good footwork on the defensive side. Here comes that trap.
Now notice this gym. This gym has got to be about 20 feet longer than some of the gyms that we typically do games at, say, Union or Uinta or even Altamont's old gym. Sometimes you wonder how playing in a bigger gym affects their stamina.
It's got to.
Because this is significantly longer.
Boy, look at that court. How'd you like to be playing on a brand new court? I mean, every cut, just incredible, you know.
Even down there with my old flimsy sneakers that I have on right now, I was squeaking with perfect traction down there on the court.
Stetson Hogan hits one. He's got 6 on the night. He's losing the battle between the brothers tonight. He gets his 7th point there. Timeout. And there's that substitution pattern. They're bringing Dylan back in. You see that. He's subbing him out when he can, so he's not on the defensive side. Bringing him back in now when they're going to go on the offensive side.
Seems like there's a whistle every possession, doesn't it?
And that's working out okay to the Longhorns. And look at this. With 3:35 left, both teams knotted up at 41 apiece.
And this is the third quarter. Both teams also, one team's in the bonus already. The other one's just a couple fouls away from being in the bonus already, mid-third quarter.
Tonight's game's brought to you by Moon Lake Electric. Moon Lake Electric, owned by the people they serve. Moon Lake Electric is a cooperative, not privately owned. Okay, now we're back to the cheers I know right here.
What's that you say?
I said, let me see your cry face. What was that you said? And then they go, boo, wow, 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 wow.
Oh, okay, you know better than I do.
Well, that's what we used to do when we were winning. Of course, you know, when I played high school, we did a lot of winning, so we didn't get to pull out the boo, wow, wow.
3:35, third quarter, 41-41. And now both teams taking another little break. What do we got going on? Oh, they may be working out the scoring issue. Who knows? Should we take a break? Let's take a break.
We're going to take a break. We'll see you guys back after we figure out what's wrong with the scoreboard.
Are you reaching your fitness goals? Do you have any? Are you tired of the same old routine? Have you considered having a trainer? Come in today to see what CrossFit has to offer. Our well-trained staff of personal trainers can help you reach a higher quality of life. Think CrossFit is for elite athletes only? Anyone with a desire can reach their fitness goals. CrossFit Avenue, committed to you and your quality of life.
Moon Lake Electric was organized in 1938 as a rural electric cooperative by residents of northeastern Utah who were unable to obtain electric service from a private power company. The cooperative philosophy involves working together for the common good by providing a service that is beneficial to all. Moon Lake Electric is owned by those it serves and is a valuable community partner. We are proud to support the television coverage of Uinta Basin High School sports.
Welcome back to Altamont. 41-40 is the score. Mark was right. He noticed earlier they gave him 2 points for a free throw, and we guessed that they'd probably fix it eventually, so they did. 41-40, Altamont still with the lead. 3:24 as they have the ball. And they're being patient. Christian down there on the block, and they're calling a 3-second. The fans called that. You could hear them screaming at the ref. And right as he got the shot up, the shot went in, but no good because of the 3-second call. So 3:16 on the clock, third quarter.
And you see that this is really interesting. I get it. You know, Dylan's their scorer. But he's been doing this. It's genius on the coach's part. And he's taking advantage of the quick whistles.
Altamont.
Oh, wow. Nice hesitation play by Altamont. He beat him. And then he fooled him into thinking he's going to dump that pass off, and once the defense passed him by, nearly turned over.
That's out of control, but they're going to bail him out.
Bailed him out. I'll tell you right now.
That's a bailout.
Oldroyd was out of control.
Yeah.
You know.
So where Tabiona has a lead, 42-41 now, Altamont can tie it back up and take the lead if they hit these 2 free throws.
Hey, when a guy gets a head full of steam like that, there's one of 2 results: charge or a blocking foul, you know?
Yeah. Well, he was trying to weave his way through, and he basically just got tripped up. But I thought his head was kind of leaning over a little too much, you know, when you're out of control. The legs are still pushing you, but there's no way you can gain control. He tried to throw the ball up and hit the ground. Got bailed out. But
put him on the line. Well, the Longhorns, from here on out, the rest of the game are in the double bonus.
That's crazy. We've got an entire fourth quarter to go through.
We had 3 minutes left in the third period. Foul trouble is the story of the night. We got Dylan Lindsay, leading scorer of the game, with 4 fouls. One of the most interesting calls the coaching call is bringing him in. Oh, and he just got murdered on that pass. Reached back to throw it. That's going to be a jump ball. It's going to stay here. And right now.
That's a good call. I know Tabiona fans don't like it. Tyler Van Tassel had the ball over his head. Another guy reached over his head. He wasn't over the back.
He didn't contact the body.
And before Tyler could pull it over and pull that guy over him like we talked about over here last half, the referee called an immediate jump ball.
Nay with the 3 ball. Boy, don't make it easy on a pure shooter. That's his 5th 3-pointer of the night.
45-43, Tabiona now with a 2-point lead. And
on the ground, that's going to put him on the line for 2.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's double bonus all the way. Well, yep, double bonus all the way here now, like you said. You need a math major to add up his scores, don't you?
21 points for DeMont Ney.
There we go.
16. I have 16 for Dylan Lindsay.
And at the line again is Christian nailing 2. Boy, that guy, he's Mr. Reliable at the line. Tie game, 45-11. Mark, you missed it at Union last week. Game-winning shot with 2 seconds left. Union Cougars over the Park City Miners.
Oh, big win for the Cougars.
Cougars still have only lost 1 in region. And I believe that was at Wasatch. Into Christian, nice move. And I like the referee, how he's making a definite call right away. He's not sitting there wishy-washy. He saw that go off Tabiona. Leaves no question in the minds of anybody whether it was obvious or not. So, you know, referees can feel the adrenaline out there just like everyone else.
Oh, sure. Yeah, there's no doubt.
Oh, take it. Oh,
they're begging him to shoot that. But, you know, let's face it, the Longhorns are not a 3-point shooting team.
You know what? that's my coaching philosophy. My coaching philosophy says if you're that open, you should be able to hit the shot. He misses it, though, and he gets Tabiona gets the ball back. But I want him to take that shot, Waylon Jessen. Now Van Tassel up top. Monty Clyde, nice crossover. In open space. Altamont. Oof. If he would have hit that, I would have said, you know what, sign up for a 10-day.
Three-pointer.
Oh! That's over the back. Yeah, good call. Referee made a great call there. You hear some fans don't like it and some fans cheering. That's the Tabiona fans. But it was a delayed call, but it's the right call.
You're right. I don't know if I like it. I kind of want the Birdman to do his thing out there.
So 45-45, minute 10, third quarter. I don't know about you. I hope it stays this close all the way through.
It could. Each team's landing haymakers. 4 fouls for Christian.
Inside on the block. Now
two players with 4 fouls for the Longhorns.
Monty Clyde. Knocked out by Altamont.
Oh, wow.
54 seconds, 45-45.
You know, it's hard. We've got 2 home teams here, essentially, for the VTV crowd watching.
Yes.
And every game that I go to, you gravitate to one or the other. I find myself gravitating to that Longhorn squad. I need to probably do a little bit more unbiased calling. But I just like the scrappiness of the team right now.
Clock's not running. The fans remind them, but it's all right. The way this game's going, I'll tell you what, I wouldn't mind seeing a little bit more of it. 2 points for Bailey Hogan and a timeout for Tabiona as they take the lead 47-45. Let's take this break, Mark. We'll be right back with more third quarter action on VTV.
If you need an MRI, CT, or nuclear medicine study, here are some things that you should know. Ashley Regional Medical Center has the most advanced technology available in rural Utah. The radiologist at Ashley Regional has 2 board certifications in the field of radiology, including nuclear medicine. The technologists at Ashley Regional are skilled, friendly, and informative in meeting your needs. From X-rays to CTs, Ashley Regional is Northeastern Utah's choice for quality radiology services.
47-45 and 45 seconds in the third quarter. Remaining Tabiona taking a 2-point lead. We didn't really see them have a lead at all during this game until this quarter, but Altamont's hanging right with them. Kind of trading punches.
They're going back and forth a little bit. And, fouls are going to be the story of the game. You've got 2 players for the Longhorns with 4 fouls. 2 important players. Dylan Lindsay with 4 and Christian Kayas, who, with his hustle and energy, if he goes out, that's equally as damaging to the Longhorns. On the other side of the ball, a little bit more evenly spread out, but already in the double bonus for the rest of the game, and the next foul for the Longhorns puts the Eagles, or the Tigers, excuse me. Keep mixing Duchesne and Tabiona's mascots up. 2-point lead. Ball in the hands of Dylan Lindsay. They're doing pressure defense to try to keep it out of his hands.
Comes Christian. Nice move, but it's blocked. Great defense. On the block. Rebound, no good. Rebound, Tabby, and hands in there.
Jump ball. Aggressive play. Dangerous aggressive play by Christian.
Tell you what, the jump ball call is very quick. I think that's them trying to prevent any extracurricular.
Yeah, you get that escalation where you start throwing elbows and whipping and guys getting thrown to the court.
We've seen the referee down there making some very, very quick calls. Nice shot.
Huh. I don't know if there's something you can do to stop it. I don't know if there's anything to do to stop it. They had him buttoned up, and he takes a turnaround jumper.
There it goes.
Oh, they give him 3 free throws. And does that foul Dylan out of the game? Who do they give it to?
I don't know, but he's going to be alone at the free throw line with 3 free throws. Imagine if this was the end of the fourth quarter and that's the game-winning shot right there.
47-47, you get the best shooter on the floor. 3 free throws. Unbelievable. They have not indicated on the scoreboard who got the foul.
Maybe it was Christian.
It went
I don't
to
think it was
number
Christian.
21,
Oh, yeah.
Jace Gilbert. That's his first. And, you know, in a big sigh of relief to everybody that's here for the Longhorns, right in the middle of that crowd was Dylan Lindsay. And he makes all three. And we're going to take a break where the Tabiona Tigers have stormed back from a 7-point deficit and now lead 50-47. We'll see you in a minute, folks.
Western Petroleum is a local company that has expanded throughout the country, providing a wide variety of services, including fuel delivery, lubes, oils, and propane. Although Western has experienced tremendous growth, they continue to be committed to many events here in the Uinta Basin, including high school sports, rodeos, charity fundraisers, livestock shows, and they are an active member of the local chamber. As Western continues to be a leader in the petroleum industry and expand their service areas, they are committed to powering the promises made to their customers now and in the future.
Support for VTV's high school sports coverage is provided by Ashley Regional, CrossFit Avenue, L&L Motor, Moon Lake Electric, and Western Petroleum.
Welcome back to Altamont High School. Tabiona with a 50-47 lead, and just like at the end of the first quarter mark when Ney hit that three-pointer, they get the ball back again. Ney in the corner, and he just hit 3 free throws all alone on that island to end the third quarter. And now Tabby could go up 5 with this shot. No good. Monty Clyde missing, but rebound. No foul call. Rebound Tassel, and they're going to call a jump ball right away. That time again, Tassel tries to pull the ball down, but they get their hands on it, Altamont does. And with the jump ball, they get the ball back. And once again, here comes Sorensen, like you said. So full court press put on by Tabiona, just a 2-1-2. It's like the 5 on the dice, you know, 2 up top, 1 in the middle, and 2 on the bottom.
Clearly looking to get the ball in the hands of Dylan Lindsay. He has 19 points. DeMont Ney with 24. What a move! He doesn't get it to go.
That was blocked, and another jump ball. Another jump ball. Well, the game's been somewhat extended. The clock operators failed to start the clock a few times in the third quarter.
I noticed a spot where it was 4:38 in the third period. And the next time I looked up, it seemed like 4 minutes of game actually gone down. It was 4:08. So
this is a fun game, though. We enjoy it.
Yeah, if they want to make it 10-minute quarters, I don't think anyone on the court's going to complain, except perhaps the Tigers, who are exhausted from 2 battles in a row.
Watch the 3-second call. Tassel.
Oh, and that was partially blocked, but he was just stronger than it. And now we have a 5-point lead.
Van Tassel, I should say.
Van Tassel has 8 now.
Oh, off the knee, but Altamont gets it. DeMont Ney getting his hands in there, and his knee in there. Inside.
And you can see
off the backboard. Oof. Boy, they are just all over the place. Look at that. Very physical. Maybe Tabiona ought to get a football team.
Yeah, maybe it's time. DeMont Ney dribbling wherever he wants to on the court.
Nice split.
Oh, high off the glass. And you rarely see a guy bank it in from there.
Hogan
with his 14th point of the night.
And now a 7-point lead. And a timeout, Altamont, 20-second timeout. We'll keep it here, 6:07, fourth quarter.
I think at this point, even with 4 fouls, they got to put Dylan on the court. You saw what happened to the Altamont offense. It just bogged down here. Nothing was happening. They were doing the substitution, relying on those whistles to get them back in on the offensive side. But with 7 points and 6 minutes left, you got to have your score on the court. You can't let them get up into double digits here in the fourth period. You can't let them do it. And right now, the Tigers are moving the ball better, on the offensive side, and they're getting the open looks that they need. Kind of revolves around DeMontenay and all the attention that the Longhorns have to give him, and rightfully so with 24 points. You know, it's not like he surprised anyone either, Brian.
No. No, he hasn't. He's come in with an incredible scoring average this game.
Tonight's game brought to us by Western Petroleum. Western Petroleum, strong supporters of many local activities, including high school sports action here on VTV Channel 6.
Looking inside, nothing there. Here comes Christian, 14 feet away, no good.
Good long.
Tabiona.
Yeah, and you can almost see Dylan Lindsay's body convulsing. He wants to reach in and grab that ball on the rebound, and he has to just strap his hands to his side and walk past it. Amazing what foul trouble can do to the way you play the game. At DeMontenay, he's got so much confidence. He knows he can break him down at any time with the dribble. And he does.
There you go.
It's that hesitation move. Misses. Excellent block out. 3-on-2. Here come the Longhorns. And a nice move. It does not get the bounce.
That was a flop attempt right there.
Oh, and they backed off. They had him trapped right there on the baseline. Jarrett Leffler back in the game.
Nice
with
spin.
the left hand. Oh, and it spins out.
Nice bounce pass to Christian.
Off the glass. Oh, just a little too much muscle. And here comes May.
Wow, nice. Way to punch that ball away. I was like, he's got way too much momentum to keep that ball, but he punched it away. And
and here comes the charge. And do you see who took that charge?
Yeah, Lindsay. A block, and he's fouled out. 7-point game. The intensity's turned up as the score's kind of gotten a little bit wider. Because Altamont's got to play catch-up now. Sorensen, he scored the first point of the game, and now he's going to go to the free throw line now and try to be a spark.
He's
on the
got
court.
5 on the night. Nice strong take. He's got 2 free throws here. Makes the first. Made it look easy. Tonight's game brought to us by CrossFit Avenue. All the players of tonight's game want to get to CrossFit so they can have stronger legs for this 4th period.
6-point game. Now that they're making these longer courts around the state.
And you see Randy Sorensen making DeMontenay favor that left side. Although DeMont's got a nice handle to the left.
Man.
You can't get anything there.
That's a tired shot.
Christian,
right
yeah, it is. Got your center bringing the ball up.
Nice.
Wow! That's incredible body control. Usually you see that turn into some kind of offensive foul, but he stops and pops from 10 feet and kisses it off the glass. 4-point lead now for the Tigers.
54-50. 3.5 minutes.
They got out here pressuring the ball. This is interesting, especially where the guy has 4 fouls already. Gotta watch that hand check. Monty Clyde. They're content to take a lot of time off this clock.
Pass to Van Tassel goes out of bounds. Good defense.
It was, but the ball was there.
3-6.
And it's always hard for those big guys to go down to those balls. They got to make sure it bounces high enough.
3.25 minutes in this 4th quarter. Oh, shoot that.
Again, nobody on them. Again, they're not looking to shoot the 3.
There you go, Christian.
No panic yet.
There you go, right there, right there. Oh, might as well drive in and get a 5-footer.
Oh, we got a foul here. That's going to be on number 33, Tyler Van Tassel. That's his 4th. 2:54 left, 4-point lead.
So at the free throw line, is that Cal Christensen? 33 32, I'm sorry, that's Waylon Jessen. And it's good. Look at that, a 3-point game just like that, Mark. Was 7 moments ago. Remember, Altamont had a 7-point lead at 1.2.
Largest lead for either team has been 7. It's gone back and forth all night. You see what a difference the offensive side for the Longhorns is when Dylan Lindsey's on the court. The ball moves faster and it gives better looks to everybody on the court. Jessen with 2 big free throws. 2-point lead, and they're playing tight defense.
Oh, no.
They gave it to number 10, and that's it. I don't know if I like the call.
Yeah, it's too bad.
But
Gets a hand.
to be fair to the referees, they've called it that way all night. Not all night, excuse me, but from the second half on.
Yeah, it's been a much tighter second half, trying to cut down on some of the rough play. So at the free throw line is Jarrett Leffler. 1 point tonight is all I have for him. He's been in foul trouble most of the night too. It's good.
And he makes that shot with the left hand. 3-point game.
55-52.
Good awareness with the ball, what to do with it. They break the press somewhat easily, and then DeMontenay with an individual effort hustles. And did you see where DeMontenay came from? 3/4 of the court away on the opposite end, and comes and gets that steal. That could be the play of the game. Unbelievable call. Randy Sorensen picks up a foul. He's just standing there.
Didn't even move with him.
Monty Clyde's going to get 2 free throws.
Sorensen's fouled out too.
And that's a shame. The home crowd gives him a standing ovation for a game well played. Randy Sorensen sits down and he has 6 points on the night, but he did a lot of little things out there too.
No Tabiona Tigers at the free throw line to rebound. They're on the blocks.
They had a lot of faith in what Monty Clyde could do, and he hits the first.
First point tonight.
Scoring.
For Monty Clyde.
It's gone like this. 1 for Monty Clyde. 2 for Jarrett Leffler. 7 for Stetson Harrison. Bailey Hogan's got 14. DeMontenay with 24. And 8 for Tyler Van Tassel. On the Altamont side of the ball, Dylan Lindsey with 19 before he fouled out. Does not get the and one there with number 32, Waylon Jessen. Randy Sorensen had 6 before he fouled out.
Van Tassel's fouled out, looks like.
Van Tassel makes his last plea before the going to the bench that he was standing straight up.
So Tabiona, with 2 minutes left, has a 6-point lead. Altamont can cut it to 4 right now. They can hit the free throws. That's what they've got to do, hit the free throws. They'll probably have to take a few from the three-point line as this quarter concludes. Good shot.
Finish up that scoring. Christian Caius had 14. 4 for Kyle Oldroyd. 8 for Waylon Jessen. And 4 for Cal Christensen. Good no call.
Yeah, they're going to call a foul on that right there. He's got his hands
should have
in there.
been.
Cal Christensen's got his hands all over him. 58-54.
They give that to, yeah, they did give it to Cal. I thought maybe Kyle Oldroyd was going to pick that one up. Monty Clyde's hit 2 free throws on the night. These are important. Hits the first 5-point game.
1:42 remaining. Both teams double bonus the whole way.
We got to start thinking about player of the games here. I think it's pretty easy calling both sides of the ball.
Yeah. DeMontnay has lived up to the hype, and Dylan Lindsay's been a heck of a player tonight. Fouled out. We'll see how the rest of the quarter turns out, but there you go.
I'll tell you what.
Why not Waylon Jessen?
With a little hesitation, move back inside, rolls back to his left, and banks it off the glass.
Wow. That's why you got to wait till the game's through. This guy's been at the free throw line here a few times in the last 2 minutes.
And he's done well. Continues to do well.
Waylon.
3-point game, 1:34 left.
11 for Waylon. You can just see his cool collectiveness that DeMontnay has. He'll make those cuts and go full speed from 0 to 60 real quick, but he's just real cool out there, not panicking. You see Monty Clyde kind of tiptoeing the sideline.
He got on the.
Somebody wants a foul, but now they're going to call it out.
Oh, out of bounds, and that's incredible quickness. Kyle Oldroyd comes over, gets the ball. Boy, I thought Monty Clyde had, walked that tightrope. I thought he'd stepped on it. You only have 2 referees on the court. It's hard for them both to cover all sides of it like that.
Yeah, you'll see in 5A and 4A, they have 3 referees, and 3A on down, they have 2.
It's just not enough budget to do everything you'd like to do with every athletic program.
Yeah, and we see a lot of these same referees that are reffing tonight over at the UNA Union and Duchesne games.
They cover the basin wide.
DeMontnay, he hasn't scored since his three free throws at the end of the third, and now he's finally on the scoreboard this quarter.
I'll tell you what, that 3 points right there on a 4-point game could be the difference in the ball game.
Oh,
he misses. Longhorns pick it up.
Look who got the rebound.
And he got a foul.
And now he's going to the free throw line.
And you see that so often. You make a mistake like a missed free throw, and you try to overcompensate, and you see DeMontnay say, yeah, that's my bad. I shouldn't have done that one.
And he's got 4 fouls, 61-57. This could cut it to 2 points with 107. And look who's at the line.
Yeah.
Waylon Jessen again, 11 points.
That kid's as cool as the other side of the pillow. I tell you what, he doesn't miss, and he's taking care of himself at the free throw line tonight, and does it there.
Oh, that was so close. Oh, man, I thought that was out. That's why I was kind of gasping there.
That was like butter.
61-58. See what they do here.
Waylon Jessen making a case for himself for player of the game. 2-point game, 107 left. The ball in the hands of their playmaker. DeMontnay looking for space, doesn't find it.
It's Monty Clyde stepping backcourt. Yes, no, backcourt before that ever happened. Oh, man. His foot went on backcourt before there was contact.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
2-point game, 58 seconds left.
I think you and I just don't want to see Tabiona get up by more than 1 shot.
Yeah, well,
we want to come down to the end.
Monty Clyde's hit 4 free throws on the night. He's done all his work, all 4 of his points at the charity stripe.
Oh, his foot, Mark, went over that line.
Yeah, a lot of pressure right here. How does he handle it? He sinks the first.
You know, he didn't even score till this half, and he's got 5 free throws. I believe he's 5 for 5.
Big points for Monty Clyde. Makes the set. Oh, no, he missed it. Christian with the big rebound.
55 seconds. Altamont's got to make a shot here. Get it inside. There you go. Up. Foul.
Oh! Well, I'm talking about Oldroyd. He had a chance. Had a good look at it.
There you go. He could cut this to 1 point. And then you got to make Tabby. Make a turnover, you got to put him on the line, yeah.
First one. Oh, I thought he made it. That's okay. Collect yourself, you got this one. 2-point game. Tabby doing the same thing, rotating on the offensive possessions, the defensive possessions. DeMontenay with his 4th foul. Important that they don't lose him. Long on the second. That's a disaster.
And a foul quick.
Monty Clyde going back trying to get. He's 5 for 6.
Wow, you can't miss free throws like that, can you?
That's tough. And you talk about what a kid does. Kyle Oldroyd did a lot of the little things. Had 4 points on the night. Hit 2 earlier free throws.
You know how many fouls have been this game? 30.
30 fouls.
That's 3 sets of double bonus for each team.
Monty Clyde hits his 6th.
That didn't make sense, did it?
3 sets of double bonus. Yeah.
No, 2 sets for each team. I don't know. My math is off.
Hey, you know, you can't blame a guy. We had a doubleheader tonight. Sometimes you get a little foggy, especially the adrenaline's pumping. 4-point lead, trying to make it 5. He does. A lot of pressure on the Longhorns.
Okay, so 44 seconds left. There's a timeout on the floor, 64-59. Boy, they had the right move. They got the guy in there to the line, chance to take it down to 1 or tied up with a 3-point play. He gets the foul, misses both free throws. Basketball can be cruel sometimes.
A lot of purple in that crowd. A lot of excited purple. Looking to make it 2 for 2. Two nights in a row of playing rivals.
And it's not just physically exhausting, it's emotionally exhausting.
The Longhorns
having to play these 2 games back to back.
The Longhorns have to score here. 2 is okay, but they need to score and they need to do it quickly.
Oh, man. Right in the schnoz.
Nearly throw it away.
Yeah. That's a way to break the press.
Get it up to Christian. Could have been called for a
travel.
travel.
I was just saying that same thing. No good. Rebound. Save it. There you go, off him. And it stays Altamont. Wow, that's a good play.
Did you see that play by Christian? Yeah. He jumps laterally and bounces it off the back of the Eagles player. And finally, after 5 bounces, it hits the line. That was actually pretty incredible awareness. Got to score here. 26 seconds left, 5-point game. Christian calls for a high. Unfortunately, brings it low. They're going to foul and put him on the line for 2.
Is that Leffler? Is he out? I think Leffler's out.
He's got 6 free throws on the night.
Okay, so 24 seconds. Could cut it to 2. Still waiting to see who the. I guess the, yep, he's foul out.
5 fouls on Jarrett Leffler. He had that stretch right there at the beginning of the game, and he's emotionally upset right now. And he's asking him to take a seat. And if he doesn't do it here in a hurry, it could turn into a technical. They need to watch out. They do have a certain amount of time to bring in a player after a foul out.
Finally let him in. 64-59, hit these 2 free throws, get a quick stop, a steal, make him miss 2 free throws, come back and hit a 3-pointer. Got to hit these first. There you go,
7th
Christian.
free throw of the night made.
It's between more. 3 players on Altamont's side,
8th
Mark.
free throw. That looks like his 9th. Wow. Yeah, I was all ready to give that player of the game to Dylan Lindsay. But I'm telling you what, when a guy fouls out and there's 4 minutes left and his team crawls back into a game, they were down by 7 and now trail by 3 with 24 seconds left, that barn door's wide open.
Yeah, it is. We've got 2 that have really stepped up, Waylon Jessen and Christian Caius. Hope I'm saying his name right.
Well, he's not going to mind if they win.
He's not.
Especially if he wins player of the game. He can call him whatever he wants. What do we send him to? We're going to send him over to the Roosevelt Twin for a movie? Is that what we're doing?
I believe so.
Maybe that's it. Maybe it's just player of the game. I mean, if they could send him over to the Roosevelt Twin for a movie.
It's getting late for the kiddos.
It is. You get into a late game like this that starts an hour behind schedule, and then you have the clock not start in several instances. And then you have as many fouls stopping the clock as we've had tonight.
Here we go. Okay, Altamont needs a steal. 24 seconds, 64-61. Into Ney, into the corner. Now they're all trailing, but they've trapped him underneath the basket. And he can't miss that, but they call the foul!
Unbelievable!
He can't miss that.
First, he can't miss the layup. Second, they called the foul after he'd landed and the shot's up. It has nothing to do with the play, and they contact him on the way down. Daly.
Oh, don't even ask me, dude. I asked the scorekeeper earlier, and it's not DeFay, it's
drop.
Yeah.
And he just sealed the game. With 18 seconds left, he makes it at least a 2-possession game.
Oh, man. He missed that shot, and Altamont could have had that rebound. 18.3, 4-point game. Up and cool as a cat. He is a Tiger.
Now it's a 5-point game. They've got to score a three-pointer.
Nice awareness, Monty Clyde.
Monty Clyde with 7 points, but also importantly, deflects the ball out of bounds, making it hard for the Longhorns to get it across half court. 15 seconds left. What can they do? Ball's in bounds.
Here we go.
Ball's
it's on the ground. It's going to stay Altamont ball, but there's 10 seconds left. They got to do something here.
Got to get a shot up. Got to have a design play that gets a shot up in a hurry. Got to score now. And that's got to be a shot.
Put it up.
It does not a shot. They're going to let the clock run out without shooting.
3, 2.
1.7 seconds left. The game is officially.
This is kind of a mental breakdown. You know, the reason I'm not questioning any coaching or anything, but the reason I always say shoot it, because I don't want my players to be scared to shoot it at times like that.
Yeah.
You saw them all get the ball and then look elsewhere. None of them had that triple threat where it could have been a shot, pass, or a dribble.
You catch in the triple threat, you can do anything with the ball.
Now they've got to they've got to make a steal right off the inbound pass and hit a three-pointer here. I mean, this is not going to be easy right here.
4 points. If they make it here, 3-point game, need a foul immediately.
There you go.
No time can come off the clock.
Waylon Jessen's been there this quarter. Mark?
What's the rule on an intentional foul? Can you foul on the ground before the ball is inbounded? Is that shots and possession?
I don't know. My guess is yes. You've got to be able to let them get that ball in.
Because, you know, they do that in the pros. They'll foul Shaq as soon as their ball's on. You know, he doesn't have the ball. They just wrap their arms around him. Shaq, Dwight Howard, all the same.
But even the NBA is trying to cut down on that, too. Trying to cut down on the games being lengthened like that. So we'll see what – they've just got to get a steal and throw it up here.
Yeah.
It's just one of those things that –
maybe a 5-second. Maybe if they play super tight, one-on-one, climb in the shorts. And these shorts they wear, they're big enough for 2 players. Just climb in the shorts of the other player and don't let them get the ball in bounds.
I believe right now, though, they can move baseline.
After a timeout.
After a timeout, especially if it's after a shot that was made.
Made shot.
Yeah.
It is a.
That's the
too
game.
Easy.
No.
Yeah, that's at that point, let it roll out.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to take him down over here, and he's going to add to his 26 points.
Altamont, player of the game for Tabiona.
Excuse me. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and say that's an easy call. I got a 3-way, we got Waylon Jessen.
Do you think with the pair of tickets that we give them, Altamont could share the other 3 tickets with 3 Altamont players and they'd all go
maybe
together?
they all go together. I'm sure they would love to spend some extra time together.
Well, you can't even volleyball bump it right now and make a shot. I mean, this is.
Yeah, point 2 is there's not enough time to do anything.
If I were him, I just pretty much miss this shot. Or you can make it, add up your tally, and make him inbound ball. Yeah. Yeah, he misses it. Game.
I'm going to go ahead and say my vote's going to switch over to Waylon Jessen. He played the whole game.
And especially in the fourth quarter, he was nailing those free throws.
And he kept him in the game, kept it close. Waylon Jessen, player of the game for the Altamont Longhorns. DeMontenay. We want to thank the high school administration for making it possible for us to come. Our sponsors, Ashley Regional Medical Center, Moon Lake Electric, Western Petroleum, CrossFit Avenue, Techris Design, and Dan's Tire. We want to thank Strata Networks and VTV Channel 6 for bringing this coverage of Uinta Basin high school basketball action. With me tonight was Brian Baldwin. I'm Mark Mason. We had a fabulous night and a great game, which Tabiona won in a heartbreaking fashion for the Longhorns, but an excitement for the Tabiona Tigers. They'll go home winners after having taken down their other rival, the Eagles, last night. Any last thoughts before we go, Brian?
It was a fun game. It was a fun game, Mark. It was a long night, but it was a fun night. I'm glad I was here to witness this. And what a beautiful gym. What a beautiful gym.
Beautiful facility. Both teams left it out there on the court. Neither one can be too disappointed with their play. Thank everyone that watched tonight. We'll see you at the next game. Have a great night, folks.
Support for VTV's high school sports coverage is provided by Ashley Regional, CrossFit Avenue, L&L Motor, Moon Lake Electric, and Western Petroleum.